Today with Billy Burch. Billy, several weeks ago you got robbed. Kind of tell me the story of what happened.
Okay, it was on Saturday, the day before Halloween, and I was on my vehicle, and I was actually riding around. I was going, go to a friend's house, watch a football game. Alright, well, as I was riding down the road, I was going down South Park, and I happened to pass by a friend's house, and I passed by a friend's house, and I had stopped by his house because I seen a couple of friends standing out in the yard. Well, they were all grilling out and sitting there. They were drinking beer, listening to a football game on the radio. And this guy, which is the suspect, Tim Rice, and he had walked up to me and asked me if I could give him a ride somewhere. Well, just as soon as I walked up there, I told him, I said, where do you need to go? And the guy looked at me and he told me, he said, I just need you to run me to my girlfriend's house. So I told him, I said, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And the thing was, I didn't mind, giving somebody a ride, but I didn't know that this guy was going to rob me. So he got my vehicle, and he told me, he said, hey, take me over here to my girlfriend's house. So we left. We went northbound on South Park, and he took me over there sort of close to Parker Street, somewhere around in that area. Well, as soon as we left that area over there, he asked me could I take him to a gas station. So I dropped him. We stopped at a gas station, which was the Citco on North Park and Montgomery Highway. We stopped there. Suspect went inside there, bought a 6-pack of beer, got back in the car, and as I was inside the store, I purchased a drink and a candy bar, and he had bought a 6-pack of beer. Okay, and after that, we got back my vehicle, and we proceeded to go back down South Park. And as soon as we got that, right down, I think it was like halfway back down South Park Extension, the suspect pulled a little small caliber. It appeared to be a .380. He pulled a pistol on me, and he reached over there. I had my pistol in the console, and he reached over there and grabbed my pistol and told me, he said, man, this is a pretty nice pistol you got right here. And I looked at him, I said, okay, and I just turned my radio back up, and I just kept driving, and he pulled his pistol out on me, stuck his pistol to my side right here, and told me to give him all my money. And I looked at him, and I said, hey, man, I said, are you serious? I said, you're really, really, really seriously about to rob me? And I said, are you playing? And he said, no. And that's when he grabbed his sunglasses. He threw his sunglasses down. And after that, he told me, he said, take me to Tanglewood Apartments. And he said, I want all your money. So I cooperated with the suspect. I cooperated with him 100% because he had the pistol cocked back, and he already had it pointed on me, and he had his pistol on me, and he had my pistol as well. So I just cooperated with him, and we proceeded to go to Tanglewood because I wanted to do whatever he told me to do, just to avoid getting hurt. And after that, I pulled up in Walmart parking lot trying to see. I was going to let all my windows down and try to see if somebody seen what was going on. Well, I told him I wanted to get out of the car and I wanted to go in there and get me a shirt. And he said, if you get out of the car, he said, I'm going to shoot you. And he said, roll these windows up. And his friend, before we stopped at Walmart, we were at we was at South Park over there by the Harley Davidson shop. And over there by the Harley Davidson shop, that's when his friend Jarvis Norton got in the vehicle. Jarvis was in the vehicle at that time.
At the time the robbery allegedly occurred?
Actually, the robbery had already occurred, but Jarvis got in the vehicle. I think it was kind of like a setup in a way, because we stopped at a red light right there by the Harley Davidson shop. Well, when we stopped there at the red light, Jarvis was in a truck, and he got out, and he said, hey, man, he said, let Jarvis in. So Jarvis gets in my vehicle.
Now, was this before the pistol was pulled on you?
No, this was after the pistol. Jarvis seen him with the pistol, and you know, I told Jarvis, I said, man, tell him to pull this gun off of me. I said, make sure this guy don't shoot me, Jarvis. And Jarvis said, man, he said, this is just how we roll. And I told the guy, I said, man, I said, this ain't fair. I said, you know it ain't fair, Jarvis. I said, this is your buddy. I said, you need to do something about it. And Jarvis just said, this is how we roll. Well, so we ended up going to Walmart, and, you know, he kept telling me to let the windows up. So I just cooperated with him. And after that, you know, we left Southside Walmart. As soon as we left Southside Walmart, we he told me to drop him off at Tanglewood Apartments. Well, the whole time we started to pull in there, he told me if I tried to do anything stupid, he was going to shoot me. So I just cooperated with him, and I said, hey, man, you know, I said, are there anything we can do to avoid this? He said, man, he said, I'm not playing with you. He said, we're not going to avoid nothing. He said, I want your money. He said, and I ain't getting your gun back to you. He said, this pistol's mine now. And he said, and I want all the money in your wallet. So he grabs my wallet, stole my wallet from me, and he took all my money. He took my wallet, everything. Everything was gone. My pistol was gone. And he got out of the vehicle with Jarvis and Jarvis Norton. Jarvis just looked at me, and I said, Jarvis, I said, man, I said, can you please tell him to give me my money back? I said, all I want is my money back and my pistol. And that's when Jarvis looked up at me. Jarvis just said, this is how we roll, man. And the whole time, you know, I got my car and put it in reverse. As he was getting out of the vehicle, he pulled out more bullets out of his pocket, and he kept loading it up. And the whole time he had his pistol pointed towards me. And after that, he said, man, he said, if you don't get out of here, he said, I'm going to shoot you right here. So they were in the front of my car. But instead of me, you know, being a bad guy, and, you know, anybody in a robbery like that, if they had got mad, you know, I could have did something wrong. I could have ran over the guy if I wanted to, but I didn't want to. You know, I'm not that type of person. I'm a different individual. I don't like to do nothing wrong like that. So instead, I put my car in reverse, and as soon as I put it in reverse, I got out of there, left, and went to Cato, and from there I called the Dothan Police Department, and the officers met me there, and Investigator Henderson had met up with me at Cato, and the suspects walked off, and the whole time as I was backing out, the suspects were pointing guns at me. And
the Dothan Police Department has arrested the suspect, and his name is?
Timothy Rice, and he's 26 years of age, and he's from 909 North Heron Street.
Okay. Thank you.